Yo, what up guys, welcome to another video where we are going to go through some more things that you should know in RuneScape. Maybe you didn't already know them though. There's going to be useful tips, things you can take advantage of, and I can guarantee there's going to be one in here that you guys didn't know, or most of you guys didn't know anyway, because I didn't know this one, but it's broken. Probably going to get fixed. Let's see. And if you can hear the fan in the background, I apologize, but it is what it is. It is way too hot right now, so it's the only way to survive. So let's start off with this one. Did you know that the Ring of Vigor doesn't only affect your ultimate abilities? If not, then it's definitely worth knowing about. If you have the passive effect from the Extinction quest, then you don't really have to worry about this because it is going to be using it on every single option anyway, because it's a passive, right? But you are also going to be benefiting from this from weapon special attacks as well. This includes anything that you have in your Essence of Finality. However, it works a little bit different with both of these. For example, to be able to use an ultimate ability and keep your 10% adrenaline back when you have the Ring of Vigor on, you still have to have 100% adrenaline when you use that ability. But with the Ring of Vigor on, using a weapon's special attack, you'll actually get a 10% discount, and it doesn't like leave you with 10% at the end, it just costs 10% less to use it, meaning that if a weapon costs 50% adrenaline, you only need the 45% to actually be able to use it in the first place. A good example of this is when you are using, for example, a Staff of Armadyl. If you have the Ring of Vigor on, or if you have the passive effect, you'll only need to have 45% adrenaline to be able to cast it. But overall, especially having this as a passive effect, the amount of adrenaline that you save yourself when you have this is actually huge, because it's not just for the ultimates. Anytime you use an EOF spec at all, you're going to be saving yourself some adrenaline on that. So it all adds up to a pretty decent amount of adrenaline across the whole time. Now again, for anybody who already has the actual effect, like passive effect, not a big deal. Even if you didn't know about this, you were still getting it as well. But for anyone who doesn't, maybe you can consider swapping it if you feel like it's worth it for yourself. I never really did the swap for anything other than ultimates because it was a bit of effort, but if you're down for it, then could definitely be worth something to do. Another thing that you should know about is that a few pieces of gear actually have some upgradable aspects to them to give you a little bit of extra statistics boost and things like, I don't know, extra magic range, strength, necromancy damage, right? It will give you a few extra style bonuses in these. However, sometimes it's worth it, and if you have a lot of money and you're looking to upgrade, these are some things that are often overlooked by some people. For example, in Essence of Finality, you can get a EOF ornament kit, and you can apply that to your Essence of Finality to, one, change how it looks slightly, which doesn't really matter at all, but it will increase the style bonuses as well. Now, don't get me wrong, this is like 70 mil or 5 mil or something like that, and it's only going to give you an extra 3 stats in each style bonuses, so you'll have to wear it whether it's worth it, and it's definitely one of your last upgrades. But you can also do this with your boots from Raksha as well. If you're using the Raksha boots, you can upgrade those with the spike. Again, barely worth it because it's just going to give you a few extra stats, but it is something that, again, if you have a ton of GP, you're looking for absolute best in slot, maybe this is something that you have overlooked. But it's also worth mentioning this because for those of you that are considering buying these upgrades, if you've not got the other stuff first, then this is kind of like a little bit of a noob trap as well. Don't spend your GP on these tiny upgrades until it's like very at the end. Get other things as well because they're going to be more important. Okay, so for this next one, it was provided to me by the old fellow, so thank you. This is crazy, right? What the hell? So first of all, we need to drop our health. So actually, I need to go back to the G and grab some Zamorak brews just so I can do that to be able to show you guys how this works properly. But basically, you can get a ton. Is it actually Zamorakian? Oh, Zamorak brew. There we go. You can get a ton of healing just from using a weapon spec here. So we're gonna find out if this works how I expect it to, and if so, this will probably get fixed, right? Talking about this, it's probably going to get it fixed. If I'm being completely honest, it probably needs it. But if you guys want to take advantage of it while it's not fixed, I guess you can. So I have here on my Essence of Finality a dark bow, right? So I have a dark bow spec on this. I'm using a decimation because I don't have any range gear. Okay. And then in this Essence of Finality, I have a Saradomin God Bow. Now, apparently, if I use my Dark Bow spec on an EOF and then immediately change to this before the hit lands, I should heal over time. Let's see if that's true. Let's see. So we're gonna Dark Bow and then put this on. Okay, so that hit. And now I'm healing for 923 every global cooldown. What? It only cost me the same adrenaline it would have cost for the Dark Bow spec in the first place. and I'm going to keep healing. So does this work all the time? Like if I keep doing this and I go back to my dark bow here, if I fire my dark bow again straight after, is this going to go the exact same way? And of course, the more damage you do, the more it's going to heal you as well. So let me just go in here, grab an overload, put this on, and we'll also put on the range DPS curse too, which is this one. Okay, and then we're on 8k. Let me just quickly drop this down again. Keep dropping it down. We'll go to like a little bit less. We're on 3.8k. We're on dart bow here. Let's throw out an attack, and then spec and change, and then we just go back to attacking. And every G, I'm healing 995, 995, 900. Holy crap, bro! This is insane. Let's see if I can change the EOF back straight away after, because this is obviously new for me as well. Right, so we're gonna go here, spec and change. Okay. We got the healing effect there. Change EOF. No way. You can even change EOF for this too. This is nuts. This is crazy. Okay, so just to clarify this and make it nice and clear, basically, if you have a Saradomin God Bow in an Essence of Finality, you can get the effect of the healing from it without actually having to use it. You can use a Dark Bow spec or a Seren God Bow spec, or I assume any other range spec. And so long as you equip the Saradomin God Bow Essence of Finality before the hit lands, then you will get this heal effect. And as long as you wait one tick for the heal to come through and then swap back to your other Essence of Finality, you can switch for as long as you want. Like it's going to keep healing you. That effect is not going anywhere. I assume this is because the Saradomin God Bow spec probably doesn't apply until a hit lands. So because you fired a spec, it's thinking, okay, we have to wait and see what the damage is. But because you have that equipped, it still thinks it's like waiting for the spec or something. I don't know. But this is freaking crazy in terms of healing. That's probably going to get fixed. That's probably going to get fixed, bro. That is insane. But thank you for letting me know about this. This is the one I thought you guys wouldn't know about. Let me know if you did know, but holy crap, that's crazy. Next up, we're going to talk about getting yourself some components for invention perks on all of your gear. Some of these can be incredibly expensive, and if you're someone who has plenty of time to AFK, like on mobile or just whenever you want really, especially now with the new logout timer, you could come here in your spare time and use the Scavenging 4 perk to be able to grab yourself a ton of extra free perks. Killing these in this dungeon here is like, you're never going to die, it's not going to happen, but you kill them so quick and there's so many spawns that you can actually get a hell of a lot of perk rolls through the Scavenging 4. This will just allow you to get things like noxious components and other many expensive rare things just at like a slight chance of getting them for free. Now they are rare to do and you're probably not going to get like loads and loads of them, but if you have tons of time, getting components here will definitely make your perking experience a lot better. If you do see that red in your chat box saying that you got some noxious components, let me tell you, you're saving a lot of GP in that sense. So you can get all of them here. You can get all the components that you've unlocked through this Scavenging 4 perk. So grab yourself that, pop it on a piece of gear, come here, AFK, nice and easy. Use the cheapest method you can find because these die all in one shot. Add lots of AoE to your bar and then go AFK for 15 minutes at a time and then come back hopefully to lots and lots more components. But this isn't just for your rares, of course. Like I said, you're going to get all of the components too, and one that I love getting from this, and the reason I do this every now and again, is for ethereal components. Man, if you're trying to build an equipment separator, ethereal components are a pain in the ass to get unless I miss something, but it's like books and magic offhands and all that sort of crap. It takes ages to get these. This is a way that you can get them quite nice and easily, so it just makes life just that little bit more like chill when you're doing things like this. Now this next thing that I wanted to talk about includes ranged again. 2 ranged things in one video. That's pretty crazy. Because I saw this post on Reddit, which you'll see the little title of on screen right now. And it made me think, actually, I've not mentioned this or talked about this at all before on one of these videos. So we're going to be talking about Snipe. A lot of people think Snipe is just a bit of a waste of an ability because of the fact that you have to charge it up. As you saw there was a bit of a delay and a charge time for Snipe to actually be fired. So you're here again, you have to wait for that to go through, and then you have to stand still for the whole time for it to be fired. Now you can upgrade this with Nightmare Gauntlets and it'll allow you to move around while you actually use it. In fact, let me see if I've got some in the bank here. Probably not. No, I don't, unfortunately. But if you do have Nightmare Gauntlets, you can fire Snipe and you can move. Whereas without them, it gets cancelled, right? However, Snipe is one of your strongest basic ranged abilities that you have. It is insanely good, and it is definitely worth the time. It also has some other benefits when you can use it in certain situations to be able to fire it off, like next, for example, when the target is unattackable. You can start charging this before she's attackable, and it'll only land after the healing phase is done. You can also start firing an ability on the last tick of Snipe as well, which means it will still fire, but you can get the next ability out nice and quickly. I don't know if Revolution does this for you, but if you wait until it gets to the 0.6 and then you press your ability, you'll fire another one off as soon as possible. But Snipe is definitely not something that you want to ignore. A lot of people do, so which is why I want to talk about this. Don't ignore Snipe, use it in your rotations. It is a very high hitting ability, and it is definitely worth it for all you guys who are wondering about it. And there's 5 more things that you absolutely should know about, because it's going to help you out a lot. Also, if you have any more of these, let me know in the comments, and I absolutely will use them, because my plan at the moment and my kind of sub goal to the channel is I want to make quite a lot of these and then put them all into one big video all together for everybody to be able to come to and reference all at once. Because it's all well and good, like as I think of 5 things, 10 things here and there, to throw them all in one little video, but it could be kind of cool to have one very long video with every single piece of information that I've gathered so far all together for people to actually come to. So if you do have any, let me know in the comments and I will get to them eventually. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.